Now to the southeast, where stakeholders and residents affected by climate change are suggesting local adaptation plans within Enugu State. That was the agenda of a workshop on climate change in the state. Senior reporter Bamidele Ajayi has more.
Findings showed that the southeast has had its fair share of the devastating impact of the climate change, as observed in the weather pattern. Increased level of erosion menace in many states across the region, poor yield in agricultural produce, resettlement of residents as a result of flooding are all attributed to climate change. This stakeholders meeting is designed to develop comprehensive climate change policy and draft a local adaptation plan of action.
So we want to hear from them, the community members, people with disabilities, vulnerable groups, the women groups, and the church. We want to see how does climate change affect them. Then what would they like to see in a climate policy document?
Permanent Secretary, Minister of Environment, says several interventions are being introduced to curb the menace.
And the issue of climate change is not something that is for government alone. Every individual, every organization, every community have to key into all the programs that are associated with it.
Before the workshop breaks into session, participants bear their mind on the need to review current climate change policy document.
We've done a whole lot of climate education with rural people. We sensitize them. We've also built their capacity to actually know what climate change means and some of the effects of climate change on their lives.
A member of the people living with disability recounts a movement challenge when there is excess flooding.
Flood cases, I don't know how the government should do it, but they should try to minimize it, to control it, so that it will start affecting people. Because it normally affects people. People are the indeficients like me.
The objective of the stakeholders meeting is to discuss the effect of climate change in Enugu State as it impacts human, environment, livelihood, businesses of people in Enugu State, and also to gather feedback from stakeholders like this, and we will be able to develop a comprehensive roadmap of climate change policy in the state. The stakeholders will intend to evolve workable document that the government will initiate to mitigate the effect of climate change, especially erosion and flooding southeast Nigeria. Bamidele Ajayi, TVC News, Enugu.